The Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 says Nigeria has done well in curtailing the spread of COVID-19 pandemic 6 months after the outbreak in the country. This is even as the chairman of the PTF and secretary to the government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, at the daily briefing of the PTF, admitted that the country could do better to stop the spread of the virus. Mustafa further noted that as the country enters the last week of the extended eased lockdown phase, cases of fatalities and new infections had been on the decline. He urged more vigilance and carefulness in observing COVID-19 protocol.
It is with all sense of modesty that I wish to state that Nigeria has done remarkably well, but could do exceedingly better, as captured in Mr. President's speech during the World Health Certification Free Status for African Continent, when he expressed optimism on our fight against the pandemic, and I quote, "At a time when the global community is battling the COVID-19 pandemic, this achievement, that is eradication of the polio virus, strengthens my conviction that with the requisite political will, investment and strategies, as well as citizens' commitment, we will flatten the curve," unquote. As we enter the last week of this extended eased lockdown phase, and note the impressively declining fatality ratio and reduction of confirmed cases, the Presidential Task Force would also like to draw our attention to a subtle change in the epicenter of the virus. We all recall that Lagos, Kano, and Ogun states were the initial epicenters, and this to Uyo at a time, and now Plateau State. It is therefore in the above context that the Presidential Task Force re-emphasizes our often repeated calls to every citizen to take responsibility by complying with all guidelines and non-pharmaceutical measures, including wearing of masks properly, maintaining social distances, avoiding large gatherings, maintaining regular hygiene practices, and most important, staying at home for the most vulnerable. As we keep to these simple protocols, our individual and collective efforts at balancing lives and livelihoods would achieve its intended benefits, especially now that we have opened a lot of sectors and opening more sectors in the coming